What's good, everybody? It is your boy, the one and only King Tyson. We back here for episode 27, y'all. Woo! We back here for episode 27. We moving on up in the world. Thank everybody for coming out. Like I said, every week, y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming out and joining your boy, the one and only King Tyson, man. Thank y'all again, man. And I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the new subscribers. I just got some new subscribers. I appreciate y'all. Heavenly and highly appreciate y'all. But yeah, man, just the raw smack talking, man. Thank y'all for joining. If you're new here, man, we're going over the highlights of Raw, SmackDown, and all the PLEs. Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. I highly appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, people. Make sure y'all comment as well. Make sure y'all keep the comments up. Keep the comments up, y'all. We on the road to WrestleMania. We on the road to WrestleMania, y'all. We are on the road to WrestleMania. The Rock, guess what, y'all? The Rock has showed the fuck up. He showed out. Him and Cody Rhodes had a crazy ass promo. Promo was crazy. So we're gonna get into that. We're gonna talk about a little bit about the Elimination Chamber matches. We're gonna get into SmackDown. Matter of fact, we're gonna get into SmackDown. SmackDown was crazy as usual, but I think Raw is more better than SmackDown. But anyway, we're gonna talk about it. So yeah, man. Like I said, appreciate y'all, man. We here again, episode 27. Let's get it, man. Let's get into SmackDown. So like I was saying, when SmackDown started, they showed the one and only Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes met up with Nick Aldis, and Nick Aldis changed up the match with him and it's supposed to be Damian Priest and Cody Rhodes versus Solo&Jacob 5-2. But due to The Rock's presence, they changed up the match to make it was Damian Priest and Braun Breaker. I keep calling him Braun Breaker. Braun Strowman versus Jacob Fatu and Solo&Jacob. So Nick Aldis was like, it's out of my hands, man. I can't change the match. I can't call nobody for you. I can't do shit. He was like, this is what it is. And he was like, in the final boss, The Rock wants to speak to you tonight, one-on-one in the ring. So yeah, so they had that. The Rock and Cody Rhodes, man. I know everybody's talking about that shit right now. That shit is going crazy. So before we get into The Rock and Cody Rhodes, I know that's what everybody is here for, The Rock and Cody Rhodes. But anyway, we're going to go through SmackDown first. We're going to do our original thing before we get into The Rock and Cody Rhodes. Boy, if you don't get right. But anyway, moving right along. So they had a match with Jimmy and back in years ago, when Jimmy and Jey Uso was together, the Usos evidently, and they had Sami Zayn, they had Roman Reigns, they had the Wise Man, Paul Heyman, the Bloodline, the OG Bloodline, put like that, when the OG Bloodline was together. Drew McIntyre went to war with them. So this was nothing new to Drew McIntyre facing Jimmy Uso, y'all. So that match right there was crazy. The match was crazy. Jimmy Uso ended up winning the fucking match, y'all. Before I get into that, Jimmy Uso before he came out, he was like, Drew McIntyre, you're not gonna win an Elimination Chamber, and you're not going to WrestleMania. So you ain't gonna win none of those shit. So I don't even know why you think. So put in the comments, y'all, who y'all believe is gonna win the men's Elimination Chamber? Who y'all believe is gonna win the men's Elimination Chamber? But anyway, moving right along with this matchup. So yeah, so we had Drew and Jimmy Uso. So like I was saying, they had the rivalry, and then we all know that Drew McIntyre is tired of the fucking Bloodline. He's tired of any members of the Bloodline, per se, So he's tired of that shit. So Drew McIntyre still wants a piece of. No, I think he still wants a piece of Roman Reigns. I think Drew McIntyre still wants Roman Reigns, just like Seth Rollins. As we see, Seth Rollins took out Roman Reigns a couple weeks ago, and at the Royal Rumble, he took him out at the Royal Rumble. Remember? Anyway, so yeah. So that match was crazy. Jimmy Uso had a couple. He was flying out the ring and shit. Drew McIntyre ended up doing this move where he ended up slamming. I think it's called the Alabama Slam. He ended up doing the Alabama Slam with Jimmy Uso onto the steel steps, y'all. That shit was crazy. Jimmy, this is the highlights. Jimmy gave Drew McIntyre a Samoan drop. Then after that, they went back and forth in the match. And Drew McIntyre, at one point, Drew McIntyre was trying to, I guess he went on the top rope. He was trying to kick. I mean, not kick, but do a top rope move to Jimmy Uso. But Jimmy Uso gave him a super kick. He speared Drew McIntyre. And then he gave him a roll-up pin. And that was the match. That shit was crazy. That's the same way that Jey Uso won. Jey Uso won the same way that Jimmy Uso won. They both rolled his ass up in the breath counting 2-3, and that was the match. That shit was crazy. I couldn't believe that shit. Well, I ain't gonna say I couldn't believe it, but that shit was crazy. So yeah, Drew McIntyre and Jimmy Uso. So I don't believe this is over because at the end of the match, y'all, they had Drew McIntyre. He attacked Jimmy Uso. He was like, "You're nothing to me. You'll never be nothing to me." Although yeah, he still lost the fucking match. So that shit was crazy. Talking about this match means nothing. What do you mean the match means nothing? You fucking lost any fucking way. I understood what he was saying. Like the match means nothing because he's still going to the Elimination Chamber and not Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso's not going to any Elimination Chamber at all. He lost his chance to Drew McIntyre. So actually, this is like a rematch for the Elimination Chamber qualifying match. So Drew McIntyre won that match to be in Elimination Chamber, and Jimmy Uso won the rematch. But he's still not gonna be in But anyway, y'all know he ain't gonna be in the fucking Elimination Chamber this year. So what's next for Jimmy Uso? We don't know. I don't know if he's gonna have anything going for him at WrestleMania. We got a couple more weeks, y'all. We got about 50. We got less than 60. Y'all, we got less than 60 days to WrestleMania. WrestleMania 41. I'm gonna say WrestleMania 42. Damn. I'm thinking about WrestleMania 42 at the same time. But we gonna talk about WrestleMania 42 in a few. That shit was crazy. So yeah, Jimmy and Drew. Like I said, what's next for Jimmy? We will find out as the weeks go along, y'all. We will find out what the fuck is next with Jimmy Uso, man. Put in the comments what y'all think for next. What y'all think for next? What y'all think is next? What y'all think is next for Jimmy Uso? I think he should go for the United States Championship. That's what I think. But like he was saying, he said he's thinking bigger. He might even try to go for the but we ain't gonna go for the Undisputed Championship just yet, but you know, in the future. But we'll see what, like I said, we'll see. I'm dwelling on his ass. Excuse me, mate. So yeah, we're moving along, y'all. We're moving right along. So look, so they had Solo&Jacob come out, and he met up with Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga. Y'all remember last week that Jacob Fatu spiked, Solo&Jacob spiked Tama Tonga. Damn, oh my god, Jacob Fatu right here right now. But anyway, Solo&Jacob spiked Tama Tonga on an accident. So Jacob Fatu was like, well, not Jacob Fatu, but Solo was like, I apologize, and you know, for that spike to Tama Tonga. It was an accident. And Jacob Fatu was like, yeah, I understand that. He said, because if it wasn't an accident, he said, you won't be standing right here today. So everybody was like, oh shit. They was like, oh shit. So Jacob Fatu got some balls on him saying that shit. And Solo&Jacob was like, so tonight, remember it's supposed to be Solo&Jacob and Jacob Fatu versus Braun Strowman, and Damian Priest. So Cole was like, tonight it could be Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu versus them two. And Jacob Fatu was like, hell no. He said, me and Tama Tonga been holding this shit down for the last couple of weeks on SmackDown. And he was like, no, me and you gonna hold this shit down. What the hell is wrong with you? So what the hell is wrong with you? So Cole was like, yeah, you right. He said, I love you. Remember, I love you, Jacob. And everybody was like, yeah, what the fuck, right? Jacob Fatu was looking at his face, looking at him like, fuck you.
Come on now, dog.
No, he ain't say that. He ain't say that, y'all. He ain't say that. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what goes along with this storyline, because it's looking like the Bloodline 2.0 is like getting ready to break up, and Jacob Fatu is about to branch out to a singles. You know, we'll see. So put in the comments what y'all believe is next for Jacob Fatu, because I heard the crowd saying we want Jacob Fatu. So I think he's gonna be the next upcoming superstar. So he might be the next person to go for the United States Championship or something like that. Yeah, why not? So backstage, The Miz, excuse me, not The Miz, but Carmelo Hayes and R-Truth was backstage again, and they had a tag team match. And The Miz pulled up. R-Truth was like, you got a match against him. And Carmelo was like, I am him. And then R-Truth was like, him, meaning The Miz. And The Miz was like, I am him. He was like, no, you're The Miz. But anyway, and he was like, the tag team, put in the comments what y'all believe about this tag team name, y'all. The tag team name was called, the Mellow Don't Miz or something like that. Mellow Don't Miz, something like that. Some shit like that. Mellow Don't Miss or some shit like that. Some bullshit name. But anyway, so they was like, who is gonna be your tag team partner? They was talking to R-Truth, and R-Truth was like, he got somebody. And once the match came up, so they had a tag team match, R-Truth and whoever versus The Miz and Carmelo. And R-Truth was like, R-Truth told everybody that it's LA's own. And it was like, here's Louisiana Night. He called him Louisiana Night. I was like, what? His name is LA Night. I called him Louisiana Night. I was like, come on, R-Truth. Come on, you gotta be better than that. That shit was funny though. It caught me off guard. Cause I was looking for somebody. I was like, who the fuck is from Louisiana? And he told us on Louisiana Night, LA Night. Come on, man. So they had that match. The match happened. The Miz and Carmelo ended up winning the match. The Miz and Carmelo did this. They did a tag team finisher together. It was like the Skullbreaker, Code Breakers. Shit, that shit was dope though. They did that to R-Truth, and that was the match. So the match ended because of the one and only Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura came out and attacked LA Knight with his United States Championship. You know, LA Knight out, and The Miz and Carmelo was in the ring, and they did the finisher move on them. That shit was sweet as hell. And they pinned The Miz and that was it. The Miz and Carmelo. So I can see The Miz and Carmelo teaming up together, y'all. So put in the comments what y'all believe if The Miz and Carmelo is a good team to pair up with. Put in the comments right now on the Raw SmackDown. I don't know. We're gonna see. They did their thing on Friday, so we're gonna see what happens next for there could be a new tag team partnership. So we're gonna see what happens. Like I said, The Miz and Carmelo Hayes. Like I said, LA Knight and Shinsuke Nakamura needs to have a match at the Elimination Chamber for the Men's United States Championship. Definitely needs to happen because Shinsuke Nakamura is playing fucking games right now. So put in the comments if you're a Shinsuke Nakamura fan or if you're a LA Knight fan, man. Put in the comments right now. I'm a LA Knight fan, but Shinsuke Nakamura is a beast though. He's a beast. I'm not gonna discredit Shinsuke at all, but I'm an LA Knight fan. Yeah. So moving right along, we had Tiffany Stratton come out. And as we know that, what's her name? Let's say what's her name? Charlotte Flair has chosen Tiffany Stratton for WrestleMania 41, y'all. So that's a match right there. Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton one-on-one for the women's championship, WWE Women's Championship. So yeah, that's a match. So Tiffany Stratton was like, everybody is still obsessed with her, man. She said the one person that's really obsessed is Charlotte Flair. She believes Charlotte Flair is really obsessed with her. She said, but she is gonna take Charlotte Flair's spotlight. She said Charlotte Flair has been craving that spotlight for years. She said that's all she wants is the spotlight. So she said she's gonna take the spotlight from Charlotte Flair. So Nia Jax comes out and says, Tiffany Jax. Says Tiffany, remember last week Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax had a match for the women's title. Tag team. I want to call it women's tag team. Wasn't for the women's tag team. For the women's championship. Nia Jax versus Tiffany Stratton. But Candice LeRae, remember Candice LeRae came in there and started beating up Tiffany, and the ref on the there was disqualification. But anyway, so Nia was like, you really thought she was gonna win last week. You actually thought she was gonna win, which she was. She was about to beat the shit out of Nia Jax. But anyway, that's why Candice LeRae interfered. That's why Candice LeRae interfered, because she knew Nia Jax was going to fucking lose. But anyway, that match was a match with Tiffany and Candice LeRae. Charlotte Flair was ringside watching the match. Tiffany ended up jumping out of the ring onto Nia and Candice. This is a little highlights. When Tiffany jumped out of the ring onto Candice LeRae and Nia, that shit was kind of botched to me. It was like, I was like, oh god damn, she barely hit Nia Jax, and Nia Jax ended up falling on the ground too. I was like, damn, she almost hurt her damn self doing that dumb shit. Oh. I was like, wow, this is what y'all doing. But anyway, so Tiffany went to go for a finisher, but Nia ended up pulling Candice LeRae out of the ring. She pulled her out of the ring. Tiffany jumped out of the ring and she brought Candice out back in the ring. She did her finisher on her ass, and that was the match. Tiffany Stratton won that match, of course. So Nia wasn't pleased about that shit. She jumped in the ring after the match and beat the shit out of Tiffany Stratton. And the one and only Trish Stratus came out to help out, but she got her ass beat. She did have a little bit, but she got her ass beat too. She got her ass beat by Nia Jax. So Nia Jax did her finishing move on Tiffany and Trish. Like, god damn. So I was like, god damn, Nia's a beast, y'all. She was a beast when she was a women's champion. So she had a good run, y'all. Nia Jax had a good run as the women's champion. So Charlotte comes in the ring, and at the end of after Nia Jax beat their ass, Charlotte Flair came in the ring and she points at the WrestleMania sign. She was like, at WrestleMania, I'm going to take the fucking championship. So yeah, I believe Charlotte Flair is gonna beat Tiffany Stratton. Put it in the comments right here on the Raw SmackDown. I don't know myself. I don't know, because the wrong. I mean, we'll see. Because I'm not sure about Cody Rhodes, my damn self. I know I changed the conversation, but anyway, back to her. Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton. I'm not sure, but if I had to pick somebody, I would go with. I'm gonna go with Charlotte Flair. I'm gonna pick Charlotte Flair because I picked her for the Royal Rumble, for her to win the Royal Rumble, and she won. So I'm gonna pick her to win at WrestleMania 41, y'all. So I'm picking Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 41. Who y'all got? Put in the comments. So we're moving right along. How y'all feeling out there, man? We're moving right along. It's the freaking weekend. It's the freaking weekend. But anyway, moving right along backstage, we had Cody and Damian Priest. So when Damian was the champion, he was a beast as a champion. But as we know, he had the Judgment Day help him, retain the championship until one fateful pay-per-view. I believe it was SummerSlam. And it was SummerSlam when Finn Balor fucked.
What did he say?
Over Damian Priest last year. Last SummerSlam was crazy. The whole Judgment Day just fell apart, y'all. That's when Gunther became champion. But anyway, so Damian Priest and Cody Rhodes backstage, and Damian Priest was like, he's gonna win the Elimination Chamber, and he's gonna, fuck Cody Rhodes up. Well, he's gonna look forward to facing DC. He's looking forward to see Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 41, and Cody Rhodes basically was saying he's ready for him. Cody Rhodes is ready for anybody whoever wins that this year's Elimination Chamber, y'all. So we're gonna talk about it in a few. So Damian and Braun Strowman had a match, y'all. Damian and Braun Strowman had a match. So Braun Strowman popped up. Braun Strowman popped up backstage as well after Cody Rhodes left. And Braun was basically saying, he almost had Damian. Damian Priest was like, hey, well, that wine you doing, you sound a little bit like Drew McIntyre. They was like, it is what it is, but tonight we gotta face Solo and Tama Tonga. Solo and Jacob Fatu. Excuse me, I was right the first time. Solo and Jacob Fatu. And Braun Strowman was like, I'm ready for this. He said, I can't wait to put my hands on these mother lovers. Well, anyway, we're moving on to the Jade situation, y'all. The Jade situation. So who do y'all believe attacked Jade? Because remember, Bianca Belair and Naomi is pointing the finger at Raquel and Liv Morgan. So I'm starting to believe it's not them either. So it's giving me somebody else. It's giving me Inner Circle. It's giving me Bianca or Naomi. That's what it's giving me. But we're gonna find out though. So Bianca and not Bianca, but Liv and Naomi had a match. Well, they posed to have a match, and that match just got completely interrupted. Raquel and Liv Morgan destroyed Bianca Belair and Naomi. What's her name? Raquel did her finishing move to Bianca, and Liv Morgan did her finishing move to Naomi, the Oblivion. That was crazy. I was like, God damn. So we're moving right along, y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to your boy, alright? Moving right along to the one and only The Rock. The Rock, y'all. The Rock. Alright, he came out with this crazy new intro. That shit was crazy. That shit was dope. It was a homage to WrestleMania 42, y'all. 42 is gonna be in New Orleans, Louisiana next year, y'all. WrestleMania 2026, or 42 in 2026 will be in New Orleans, y'all. That shit was dope. So the Rock intro was paying homage to that. That shit was dope. So he was came out singing, the Saints marching on song. The Saints marching in. They're marching in. But anyway, he was singing that song, and the crowd was singing along with him. And he was like, "Shut the hell up and let me sing." Basically, Ron said, "Shut the hell up and let me sing." And he was like, "I appreciate y'all, but y'all are the largest bunch of ST trailer park trash I ever seen." The Rock went in. I was like, "What the hell?" So he was here for one person, and we all know who that was the one and only Cody Rhodes, y'all. Cody Rhodes came out, and The Rock was basically saying he wants Cody Rhodes to be his champion. I was like, to be his champion? What the fuck does he mean by that? What does The Rock mean what does The Rock mean by he wants Cody Rhodes to be his champion? I was like, what the fuck? So he was like, Cody Rhodes, you're on this level, and I want you to be on this level. He was like, The Rock guy. He asked Cody Rhodes about how many fans he had on Instagram, and he was like, yeah, millions. And he was like, I got billions. He was flexing a little bit. Well, he says no flex, but he was flexing. So he was saying if Cody Rhodes become his champion, it will open up so many doors for Cody Rhodes. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this shit crazy. What the hell? I was like, he will open up so many doors, have so many opportunities for him and his family. So at the end of it, The Rock, what Cody Rhodes was like, all this is for my championship, and The Rock was like, nah, man, it's not for your champion. He said, not for your championship. He said, I want your soul. And everybody was like, oh hell no. The fuck? The Rock said, I want your soul, man. He said, I want you to think about this. He ain't gonna give me no answer right now. He said, but at Elimination Chamber, March 1st, y'all, make sure y'all tune in to Elimination Chamber March 1st at 6 o'clock, y'all, Eastern Standard Time. But anyway, Elimination Chamber, that's when Cody Rhodes has to make his decision if he wants to sell his soul to The Rock. I was like, whoa, that shit was crazy. He wants to do, I couldn't believe it. So put in the comments, man, just put in the comments how do y'all feel about that whole promo. That shit was crazy. The Rock and Cody Rhodes. The Rock wants Cody Rhodes to sell his soul on live TV. But we're gonna see what he really mean by that as the weeks go on. Will Cody Rhodes sell his soul on, to The Rock March 1st at Elimination Chamber? So make sure y'all tune in for that. We all gotta tune in for that shit. So we're moving along. We're moving right along to DIY. They came out and they was, they're the two-time WWE Tag Team Champions, and they called for a moment of silence for Pretty Deadly. They said they're gonna beat this shit out of Pretty Deadly. They're not gonna win the Tag Team Championships, which is, that's a Deadly.
That's true.
It's pretty Deadly versus DIY for the WWE Tag Team Championships. So the match was crazy. Pretty Deadly was on fire the whole match. They started the match kicking drop kicking the shit out of Pretty Deadly. But as they really gained momentum, Pretty Deadly really gained momentum, the one and only Street Profits came out and they started to attack Pretty Deadly. The referee rung the bell. They beat the shit out of Pretty Deadly. And then after they got finished with Pretty Deadly, they went in the ring. They beat the shit out of DIY. DIY tried to fight, but he got their asses beat. And then MCMG Motor City Machine Guns came out to attack the Street Profits, but they got their asses beat by the Street Profits as well. I was like, this is some crazy mess here. So the Street Profits is on one. So like I was saying, I believe it's going to be a fatal four-way at the Elimination Chamber. The Street Profits versus Pretty Deadly versus DIY versus MG for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Make it happen, WWE. Make it happen. Moving along. On to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn again. So Kevin Owens had a promo and he was saying that this is what you want, Sami Zayn. He said, now you gonna really get your ass beat. Cody Rhodes, excuse me. Kevin Owens was at Sami Zayn's home, y'all. He was at Sami Zayn's home looking in the window, looking at him and his family. And he was like, yeah, this is what you want. You'll get your ass beat at the Elimination Chamber. So the Elimination Chamber, I believe the Elimination Chamber is going to be a no-holds-barred match, which it should be, like I've been saying. So Kevin Owens was saying, at the end of this, he said, yeah, remember you asked for this. So how y'all feel about Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens? Who do you believe is going to come out on top? Put it in the comments, y'all. Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn? I believe it's gonna be Sami Zayn, but they got a feeling it's gonna be Kevin Owens. But we gonna see how it plays. We're gonna move right along to the main event, which was Braun Strowman and Damian Priest versus Solo&Jacob 5-2. That match was crazy. I always say the matches was crazy. The matches was lit. So the winners of that match was the one and only Damian Priest and Braun Strowman. That shit was crazy. The Braun was on fire at the beginning of the match. Braun took out, taking out Jacob 5-2. I was like, God damn, the match was crazy. The match was just insane. So as we know, Tonga tried to get in the match and distract them, but that ain't work out. Solo did his signature move to Damian. He get hit in the spinning solo, which looked like the rock bottom, y'all. That spinning solo looked like the rock bottom to me. I was like, what the fuck? So he gave him the spinning solo. And at one point, y'all, remember, like I was saying last week, when Solo&Jacob spiked Tonga. So now this week, Jacob 5-2 ended up kicking Solo&Jacob in the face. And then Damian takes out Jacob 5-2 out of the ring. Braun Strowman did the train wreck to Jacob 5-2 and Tonga outside the ring. He bowled him over the goddamn table. It's like, God damn. Over the announce table, that is. Damian Priest did his motherfucking finishing move to Solo&Jacob, and that was the match, y'all. That was the craziest shit. So Damian Priest was looking at the WrestleMania sign like, so put in the comments who do y'all believe is gonna win the men's? They said this before. Who y'all believe is gonna win the men's Elimination Chamber? Who we got in the men's Elimination Chamber? We got Damian Priest for one, as we know. We got Logan Paul, John Cena, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, and Seth freaking Rollins. So put in the comments who y'all got winning that. I believe, my first pick, I believe is gonna be John Cena. I believe it's gonna be John Cena. And then if it don't be John Cena, I'm gonna go with CM Punk. That's gonna be my next pick. I'm gonna go with CM Punk. Alright. So in the women's elimination chamber, damn Perez. So put in the comments who y'all believe is gonna win the women's elimination chamber. For my first choice, I got Alexa Bliss winning that one. And then my second choice, I got Bayley winning. I got Alexa Bliss winning for my first choice for the women's elimination chamber, and then the second one, I got Bayley. Alright? So we're moving along, and also at the elimination chamber, we're gonna have a tag team match, y'all, with Trish Stratus and Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. Alright? Who y'all got winning that match? And then we got the one and only Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. So we gonna see, y'all. We are going to see what happens. So we still got a week to go. For them to finalize all the Elimination Chamber matches. So when I will let you know, I will update you right here on the Raw and Smack Talk, y'all. Alright? Like I said, I appreciate y'all, man. This is episode 27. Y'all did it. We did it. We did it together. Episode 27 is down. Woo! Thank y'all, man. Appreciate y'all every week, man. Appreciate my new subscribers again. Hopefully I get more new subscribers, y'all. We're going up. And like I say, I should have said this. I should have said at the beginning of the episode, but hopefully y'all week is successful, productive. But anyway, until next time, y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but you're right here with the one and only King Tyson. And I'll see y'all in the next episode.